Hi, this is Adam Bomb 98, and today I'm going to be showing you my knife collection. So I've been collecting knives since I was 7 years old, and it's one of my main hobbies, so I've spent quite a bit of money on knives over the years, and these are the knives that I've acquired. I don't really spend money on cheap knives. When I say cheap, I mean low quality. I do a lot of research before I get a knife, so all my knives are pretty nice quality and good for the money. It's funny because at first, when I was young, all I did was collect Swiss Army knives from Victorinox. But, I have a huge Swiss Army knife collection. I'm actually going to put that in a different video, as well as my fixed blades. Because the video would just be way too long if I showed all of them. But this is just going to be my folding knives. So let's start on this side. I actually have two cold steel mini recons. This is the one that I keep just as a display knife. And this is the one that I use, and I've actually really been testing and abusing recently. It has the triad lock. I think it's AUS 8 blade steel. It's a great knife, and after I finish testing this, I am going to do a review on it. So yeah, it's a good knife. Mini recon. Then I have the full-size recon here. This one is the Spear Point. It's a good knife. Same blade steel, AUS 8A, I think. It's just a good cold steel. And to complete the family, I have a micro recon. I've gotten really into little keychain knives recently, so this is cool. It fits my collection. It has the same blade steel, AUS 8. It's a good little knife. Now moving on, I have KaBar here, a KaBar dozer. Got it with the tan handle scales, black blade. It doesn't say on the blade what blade steel it is, but I do believe I read on their website that it's AUS 8 as well. It's a great little knife for like 26 bucks. Can't beat it. And I did do a review. Well, not a review, but I did a unboxing on this knife, if you want to check that out. Moving on to my CRKTs, I have the M21. It's a cool little knife. I mean, not really little, but I don't really EDC it because I'm not a fan of the serrations, but it's cool. I mean, for a collector's knife, I guess. And then I have the CRKT M16. Still, I don't like the serrations or the Tanto, so I don't really EDC this, but I do think it's it's kind of fun to play with its flipper. So that's just a knife I play with. Now moving on to my Benchmades. I've got 707 Sequel. This is a great knife, by the way. I EDC this all the time. It's also fun to play with because of the axis lock. It's awesome. It has 154 cm blade steel. And I did do a review on this if you're interested, so you can check that out. Next I have Benchmade Mini Griptilian. I have it in the blue. I love the blue handle scales. It's awesome. It's a great knife. Swings open. It's very smooth. This has 154 cm blade steel as well. Great knife. I put on the satin split arrow pocket clip. Then I have my custom full-size Griptilian that I got from their custom shop. I have a review out on this too. It's an awesome knife. I love all Benchmades and Spydercos. And then this one is actually a new one that I got. It's a spring-assisted custom mini barrage. I really like this one. It has a little AR-15 there, my name, AR-15 there, and then for the AR-15 owners, you'll know that that's the bolt carrier of the upper receiver of an AR-15. So this knife is dedicated to one of my favorite guns, the AR-15. And I have a white backspacer, olive handles, silver pocket clip, and the blade is S30V. It's an awesome knife. I just got this one for my birthday, actually. Okay, and then before I move on to the Spydercos, I have a Boker automatic mini Kalashnikov 74. This knife is awesome. I don't really EDC it, but I play with it all the time because it's fun. It's my only automatic knife. I think it is the AUS 8 blade steel. Alright, so now let's get on to my Spydercos. I have the Spyderco Little Matriarch here. So this is one of my favorite knives because of the curved blade. It resembles the civilian, but it's much cheaper. So that's why I got it. VG10 blade steel, back lock, and black FRN handles. It's a cool little knife. Next up I have the blue Delica. I love blue knives, that's why I have the mini grip in blue as well. But I have to say, out of all the Delicas, I think the blue is the best. And silver pocket clip. I replaced that from like a old Spyderco that I had, that I sold. Looks better that way. Alright, here I actually have two bird knives. The KaBar, and I'll show you the other in a minute, but yeah, the KaBar is pretty cool. It's definitely a few levels below the Spyderco in terms of quality. But you know, as for a beater knife, I guess it's alright. That's 8CR13 MOV blade steel. And I got the little Finch. It's also a bird knife. It's very small. 8CR13 MOV blade steel as well. It's a back lock. Alright, and then back to Spyderco. I have the H1 Hawkbill Ladybug. This was a great knife actually for a long time, but then it got dull and I just can't seem to sharpen it. I mean, I'm good at sharpening knives, like really good, but I guess it's the combination of having a serrated edge and a curve to it on such a small little knife that made it so hard for me to sharpen. So I have stopped carrying this, but it is a cool knife. My favorite personal little knife right now is this one that I got from CountyCom. It's the limited edition Ladybug with the H1 blade, covert tan handles, and screw together construction. It's an awesome knife. Then I have my H1 Ladybug. You can see I'm really into the H1 blades recently. They're kind of cool. I mean, they have good edge retention, and they don't rust on you, so that's awesome. I did take the pocket clip off this because I was molding it into a Kydex sheath. I've recently gotten into making Kydex, and I wanted it to not have the pocket clip on it, because it would be more compact. So yeah. Then I have the Spyderco Cat G10 440C blade steel. It's a cool little knife. It's made in Taiwan. Next up I have, the classic Spyderco Tenacious. I think everybody pretty much has one of these. HCR13 MOV. It's a cool little knife. Not really much to say that hasn't been said about this. But yeah. Then the most popular, Paramilitary 2. It's an awesome knife. It has, I forgot to say, this is HCR13 MOV blade steel. This has S30V, the camo handles. I love this knife. It's one of my favorites. Then I have the Mannix. This is actually one of the older versions of the Mannix. It has the S30V hollow grind blade, and the liners are not skeletonized. So this is a little bit on the heavy side, which is kind of why I don't usually carry it. Which brings me to my next knife, the Mannix Lightweight. I love this knife. Carry it all the time. It is awesome, lightweight. It has a full flat grind CTS BD1 blade steel. I don't really have much experience with that blade steel, but so far so good. It's a cool knife. And then, last but not least, I have my Native 5 lightweight with the CPM S35 VN blade steel. This is a great knife as well. I just got this for my birthday, so I don't really have much to say about it yet. But it's pretty cool. And it is very lightweight, so there's that. Alright, well, I think that is it for my knife collection. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely plan on getting more in the future. But, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and this is Adam Bomb 98.